Welcome back. You're still watching Technoholik. Now, after the very shiny Sony Tablet P and all the phones from Mobile World Congress, let's shift focus to something that me and Sagar generally don't discuss. But me and you both have cars that we love to drive. But nothing is complete unless you have that perfect audio system in your car to complement that drive.
Very true, very true. Like personally, I prefer my music system to be nice and soft, and I should be able to hear all the notes very, very clearly. Radhika, on the other hand, loves her music to be blared and go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, but I've always actually wanted a car system where I can just blast off and have that typical movie experience and that car jacking up and down like that. Well, I've actually always secretly wanted that. Poineer has been in the car audio space for quite some time now, but they've just come up with two new systems that will quite simply blow your benchmark for ethical loudness while driving through the roof. Reshil Charles tried to make some sense of these audio systems.
Spend a few minutes in M Block Market in GK1 New Delhi, and the passing cars will pretty much take you through the top 10 tracks of the moment. So it doesn't really matter that there's hardly a music shop left amidst the many other attractions that make this place famous.
कौन? अनंत और सौरभ. आधा दिमाग और बस आधे मिनट की बकवास. Only on Mirchi. It's on.
A ride in a hired sumo with a system that's hardly wired but chugging along explains why music on the drive brings a smile to the seasoned who just wants something to break the monotony with, even if it's just a radio joke. This little thought can go a long way. Now, if it's about taking car audio not to the next level, but at least about 20 to infinite levels higher, this is pretty much what it's all about. Now this is next level stuff. The Poineer mix track system is a software solution that loads up tracks through a USB and lets you control mixing them from one to the other through a touch screen with all sorts of effects. It can also do the same for you by automatically finding points of the track where to fade in and fade out and bring in the next one, so as to keep the flow going. Available in 3 versions, it costs between 9,000 to 30,000 rupees. But what's to take note of here? To make the experience complete, you need to go the whole 8 subwoofers, 10 amplifiers, 16 speakers, and one massive, well, sort of 34 speaker disco ball that's fallen from above to tell you that Saturday Night Fever is a good thing. All that, you're looking at upwards of 40 lakh rupees and 18,000 watts of sound. That's enough to bring the corporates out of the Times Tower in Gurgaon. Hey! Hey! Is it too loud? As well as travel far and high enough to the surrounding residences. Which is why it fits perfectly well on a Tata Zenon pickup truck that'll park itself in open spaces where the music is free debate will hold strong if the moral system lands up. Do remember, the engine has to be on all the while. Well, seems I'm gonna have to leave this one here because that seems to be a much more practical option. The second innovation in car audio from Poineer are the sound pressure level speakers. For starters, this means saying goodbye to the back seat and adjustment space in the drivers, amongst a few other things. No rear view mirror, because there is no way you can actually look at the back, unless from the side. And you know, it's fairly hard to adjust yourself because again, nothing really moves. Oh, okay, a little bit. That's all. Whoa. In fact, even if you don't have a horn, it's okay because the power from these speakers can easily help you make new friends. That'll just give you way while they stop to check out just who could be driving under the influence of so much vibration. The setup will cost you about 8 lakh rupees and it comes with a PRS head unit, 3 amplifiers, 2 subwoofers and a pair of component speakers in the front. This is a fairly individual experience as I'm not sure there's much space for conversation with these on, and neither is it recommended since you can hardly concentrate on the road. But it could be a good idea to have someone with you for practical purposes in case things come to an unplanned stall. Right. There's one little thing we seem to have missed out in this entire experience. These things add some serious load to the car, which in turn adds some serious load to the mileage, which in turn means that if you don't bargain for that, you're going to stall. Something to keep in mind.
All that blasting audio comes at a price. With great weight comes great mileage reduction. So if you're planning to do this in a tiny car like a Swift or my Figo, it's going to cost you. What says Sagar?
Yes, Radhika, you need to buy a bigger car now.
Yes, the only way to get out of that, buy a bigger car. And with that, we have to close this edition of Technoholik. But you can always keep the conversation going on Twitter. Our IDs are flashing on your screens right now. And you can also email us at technoholik@indiatimes.com. And for all the news and updates, always stay logged on to technoholik.com. Don't forget to tune into our MWC special, that's Technoholik on Tour, next time on the show. Till then, from me and Sagar, bye guys.